Sayori Natsuki, interesting. I'm really curious where this is going.
Natsuki.
When Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelf, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What?
Hi.
Hi. Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her in the club is now comprised of 4 members. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. I love that they're flowing into each other, that's great. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sayori showed her love for poetry as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monika, who had multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her observation with fantasy with a little help from and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on their presentation, Monika decided to give the club members this next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent more of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection.
I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick.
Well, that depends on what kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery.
I like all those things.
Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl... Oh.
Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes?
You wouldn't like that one. In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand, then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't have to start with a lot of these don't start to get really good until a few volumes in. I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're really already in the manga.
I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's book, at least.
Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books.
No,
What? That doesn't even make sense.
No, I have an attention span of a donut.
That doesn't even make sense.
That does not make sense, fam.
I love how she's like going. I love Sayori's character arc. It's hilarious that she always, whenever she's making a metaphor, it's always about food. Because as our main character says in the main game, she's fat. This is how it is.
Gosh. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them.
Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read.
Even donuts.
Are you sure she's not an idiot sandwich there, Natsuki?
Yeah, she's an idiot sandwich. I didn't say I was a donut. I just said I had the attention span of one.
Oh, this is great. I love this one.
Oh, you were just trying to call me sweet. You're so cute.
No! How did you get into that conclusion? And don't call me that.
A donut?
Cute.
Aw, how come?
I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks the book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that.
I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you.
Nah, sorry. It wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while putting a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Piece of who she was talking about. Natsuki averts her... Oh, man, she was talking about Monika. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. Why do all these sound like Christmas songs?
Yeah, why?
Maybe they were making this around the holidays and they wanted to get festive a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know when they started doing this, because it was 2017 when the first game came out. This is 2021, so it's been like 4 or 5 years, so could be anything.
I still learned a valuable lesson.
That you're a donut.
That you're a freaking donut.
Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it.
What's it about?
Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess that you're going to ship yourself with it. Ship yourself with. Oh, I didn't read that right. I can already guess who you're going to ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right.
ship? I don't get it.
Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think.
Oh, okay. I'll stop then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too.
It's interesting because they don't really start doing poetry until... Yeah, they don't start doing poetry until our character joins in. Because remember, Natsuki's like, I don't know about that. And so is Yuri. Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you think we should finish this first?
Yeah, but we can do both. I mean, unless if you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything.
No, it's just... Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. Christmas is in the air. What's this? I forgot what this song is called because this one's appeared in every side story so far. After the club meeting ends, Natsuki and Yuri leave. Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you.
I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so... I'm not sure if she meant I can say that to her, or if I can't say it at all.
Say what?
Nothing. I am a woman of respect.
Okay, so you're a woman of respect, but do you respect the women? There's the real question there, Sayori.
But Natsuki is a woman of cute.
What are your words, Sayori?
What are your words, bro?
What the heck?
Oh, I said it.
What's so bad about that?
I don't know. But you know, there was one thing I kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Maybe it's because you call her cute.
Or a donut.
Or a donut.
Oh, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way?
Well, I mean, just a little signs, like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I bought her poetry.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know?
Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason.
It's because you're thinking about donuts, Sayori.
Yeah, you
God!
donut.
It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help.
You're the best.
Sayori gives Monika a quick hug.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her.
You got this. And that's part 1, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's gonna keep going.
Yes.
Back to Christmas.
Christmas.
After the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be a manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki.
Hello there.
Hi.
What you reading? Can I read with you?
Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. Can't just start with them in the middle. There are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday?
Sorry, I was just curious.
Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so...
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though?
Sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of the page being released from breath beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noises of her pen, meaning this paper, can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles, and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book.
Did you finish?
No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored?
No, I was waiting.
Oh, I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored.
I just draw those when I'm thinking of waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty. but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo.
That is very specific.
Maybe she even named the stick figure.
That is a very specific skill set to give a stick figure.
And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him.
He's probably a donut.
Yeah, he's a donut.
What the heck? You're the weirdo.
Wanna read the poem I'm working on?
Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all of your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional.
Is that bad?
Well, no, it was just an observation.
I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings.
Well, Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. For each their own, but I've never met anyone I'd feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so...
You write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff.
Yeah, that too, but...
You should. I mean, would you ever want to share?
Like I said, I don't do that.
But...
Can we talk about something else?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, it just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it.
Still, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me, since I didn't get very far yet.
Sure. Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm.
It's Natsuki! It's important to get that extra eye in there, to leave it for someone.
You mean extra 4 eyes?
Yeah, actually that's 5 eyes.
Well, the other eye is needed, because that's what her name is.
Natsuki! Hi, Natsuki. That has been repeated like 3 times.
Yeah, because she says she grew enthusiastically talking to her. At the end of one of the club meetings, Monika, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an inconscious conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over at her shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Monika shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel somewhat smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over my pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become friends with them and, like, share everything for myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have? I know, I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monika navigates through her tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monika can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could. I don't know. I could divert her into another club activity for you or something. No way, that would be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try and solve problems even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. Ugh, it just feels so dumb. Talking to someone about how to be friends with them, it's just weird and not cool. Monika shrugs. It's the literature club. Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey! Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and that's hard for you to really express yourself. But you really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection. Wasn't Yuri's one called Reflection? I swear it was. And critical thinking, even if it hasn't felt like it to you. I don't think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things and then she finishes her thought in a mumble. I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monika smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monika knew what she meant. It made Monika feel like everything was really going to be okay. Alrighty. On to Balance Part 2. Here we go. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impassable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl.
Hey, that's Natsuki. I never run into the other club members around the school.
How?
Yeah, I'm
How?
sorry.
This school must be massive if that's the case.
Natsuki.
Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner.
Hey, she definitely saw me.
Oh, she doesn't want her friends to know that she's in the literature club. Monika's the first one to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter.
Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today.
Yuri, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while because you've been reading your books. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside?
She's just staying in front of the door, and Yuri's like, you're gonna go inside, like,
Yeah,
today? Like,
inside?
we have a club. Usually the club meeting's inside, not outside.
No. Why?
If you're being honest about it.
I'm soaking.
Well, if you're being honest about it.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today. I waved and called out her name, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Not bad. Hey, sorry. I'm sorry. That was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety. From anxiety?
Anxiety.
I
don't know how you're pronouncing that.
I don't know. Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person that you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more instead of getting closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga. But she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends?
Yuri pauses for a moment.
How do I put this? Sayori, you're really fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them. Of course, I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone?
Sayori nods.
We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time and it was being threatened with an interruption, then it just would not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was always with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's similar. It's, well, we're all friends in the club. But we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it. Making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invention to intertwine.
Intertwine, yeah, you're right.
Intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I really was bothering her. I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so... Why was I so selfish? Even if that is all true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she always seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance.
There's the word.
Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? Sayori, I think that, well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think if we were to
Really? Realistically, you've seen that word before.
I have, but I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff.
Apparently.
Yes, I am.
Keep reading.
Consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel. That's the end of the sentence.
I know, I'm just thinking about... She said something weird.
I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things, like comforting and reassuring people.
Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug.
You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for
Burdening you
with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends deserve happiness.
Sayori beams.
Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs, and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that. That's very mature of you, Sayori. I'm mature.
Sayori hops up and down on her toes.
Even though I'm a donut. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all?
Sayori shakes her head.
I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today.
Yuri nods in understanding.
You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door? Oh.
Sayori steps aside.
By the way.
Before Yuri enters the club room, Sayori interjects.
You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways.
Yuri smiles and shakes her head.
Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes.
Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Sayori follows.
Well, it's because she's a donut.
Hey, it's hard to be friends with donuts, you know? The club room is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, even though she just entered. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Oh, are we writing today? Monika speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the clubroom. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki pulls a sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Monika follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm just busy right now. Ask me later. Monika falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at the paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monika to see. It says, To Sayori. Understanding, Monika smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly. I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away but makes no motion to remove Monika's hand. Monika gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monika after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back into the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and puts it back out in order to return to its proper location.
Sorry. I didn't know we were supposed to go.
It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes.
Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow.
Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the clubroom. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear the head a little. Suddenly Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind.
Natsuki.
Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Huh, this is interesting. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaky voice. I have a lot of things to say.
Me too. But you go first.
Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force her words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So, face burning, Natsuki clams up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. The best place in the world. That's a poem. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in, I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture. An eye peers through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But still, it's my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world.
It's a poem? But I thought...
Well, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please. Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart.
I'm happier that I could express.
Why does Sayori look like she's 4 on this shot?
Yeah, why does it look like that she's 4?
Looks like she's 4 years old.
I feel so awful, but I'm so happy. That's what you can do. That you would...
You added so much words there.
Yeah, I meant so much
I don't know what
words.
you're doing.
I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we like to make friends.
About like the friendship stuff. I mean,
it's okay. I understand. So you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay?
Natsuki nods.
You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from you now on. Friendships should always start with those things, with the right balance.
Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said. Sayori nods.
Still looking for a reason. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then.
Well, anyway, now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna be like sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it once in a while, only for the best ones. So you better like them because otherwise I might change my mind.
I like anything you do, Natsuki.
I was just saying.
More importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend.
What?
What?
Huh? Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is.
You definitely won't be able to guess.
The two walk down the hallway together. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last two chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal.
Oh, you wanted to enjoy it with me? That's so cute.
Oh, shush. Interesting, okay. So that one was just about, what, like a couple weeks after they formed their club. So here, pictures. Yep, okay. Ooh. Oh, that's the main promotional art for DDLC Plus, is these character models. Finish the side story balance 2. Yep, should have figured that. Here's this one. Oh, she's taking a selfie. We're like, this category is almost done, which I assume the last two are just from the last two missions, so we get one per each then. Here. Poem by Natsuki from the side story balance. We have a lot of poems still, though. Holy frick. Well, some of these are probably... Oh, you know what? Some of these are the secret poems in the main game. Scene from the side story balance. Yeah, so we're missing 4. Interesting. Oh, no, these are the secret poems. Oh, no, these are the secret poems. So we're missing... Yeah, no, we're missing, like, a lot of the poems. Okay. Interesting. Any new scenes? We're missing one more scene of the school. Or one more scene of the game, rather. Because not all these are school scenes. I think I know what the scene might be as well, because I've seen the promotional art for this stuff. So I think it's a staircase with a vending machine, I think. Which I don't know whose side story that is. Probably Yuri's. Alright, music. Natsuki was full on in the Christmas spirit, because all of her songs were Christmas related. Yeah, even Peppermint. Peppermint is a Christmas thing. Just a little bit, I think. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's the Christmas one. Oh, I didn't realize the... Piano? What's... Oh, I guess it is different. Alright, fair enough. Ooh, that's interesting. We didn't get a mail for that one. Weird.
Strange.
Interesting. Alright, let's see. How much time was that? That was only an hour and 27 minutes. So those are shorter than these ones were. Screw it. Let's just finish this, because I don't know what the last one is. So, reflection. This one seems to be Yuri and Monika.